Tonight on News 5 Live, Tropical Storm Sarah is set to bring heavy rains to Honduras and Belize in the coming days. Mike Feinstein has dropped his $178 million lawsuit against the GOB and Portico. House Speaker Valerie Woods shares her journey with breast cancer. And in tonight's episode of Belize on Real, we look at the world of visual arts at SJC. These stories and more are coming up in just 1 minute. Stay tuned.
A 100 reasons to step back. But when you achieve your goal, they will follow you. Gorilla, make some noise.
At St. Catherine Academy, we're not just teaching history and science, we're preparing our young women for the future. Going cashless with DigiWallet isn't only about convenience, it's about safety and building a tech-savvy generation. St. Catherine Academy and DigiWallet are leading the way, showing that a secure and cashless campus is possible and beneficial to all. You should try DigiWallet yourself today and see what you've been missing.
Let us help you to empower your school with DigiWallet. Streamline payments, elevate efficiency.
Good evening and welcome to News 5 Live for Thursday, November 14th. I am Sabrina Daly. This afternoon, Tropical Storm Sarah formed off the coast of Honduras and Nicaragua. According to the National Emergency Management Organization's 3 p.m. advisory, Sarah was located 330 miles east-southeast of Belize City, moving west at 10 miles per hour. The storm is expected to continue its westward path at a slower pace over the next 2 days. Earlier today, during a NEMO press conference, Sarah was projected to make landfall north of Belize, which was the center of the cone of probability at that time. However, this afternoon's update shows the center of the cone has shifted further south, closer to Placencia. This change highlights the inherent uncertainty in these projections. Here's what Chief Meteorologist Ronald Gordon had to say this morning.
This is the global forecast system, better known as the American model, initialized at midnight local time. And let's move forward in time. You can see the low pressure center around here, as we have indicated, near the northeast coast of Honduras and Nicaragua. If we forward in time, and let's go to 6 a.m. tomorrow morning, local time, you see a low here in this area, north of Honduras. Let's move forward another 24 hours. Now they have the low remaining there, but becoming much more disorganized. And this is because of land interaction. So because the system is moving so close to the coast of Honduras, this model is suggesting that it is going to weaken. You see these lines here, these are called isobars or lines of equal pressure. The closer you see these together, the stronger the system. What you have noticed in the last 24 hours that I have advanced, these lines have moved further apart, indicating that the system is weakening because of land interaction. But interestingly, I want you to focus on Belize. You can see that even though it's a weaker system, there are bands of showers and thunderstorms affecting the country. These colors of deep blue towards purple are indicating heavy rainfall activity over, in this case, southern Belize. Let me advance further to 24 hours, and this will be Sunday morning, where it has a low pressure system centered roughly here off the coast of Belize, with rainfall again impacting the country. And I move forward once more, and by Sunday evening, you can see the low approaching the land and eventually moving across the land, and rains decreasing thereafter. This is one interpretation, one model's idea of what could potentially happen. Models are not gospel truth. They have inaccuracies, they have assumptions, so it's important that we use these with caution.
Once again, the projected path has shifted further south. NEMO now predicts that Sarah will strengthen with maximum sustained winds of around 50 miles per hour when it makes landfall in Belize. The worst case scenario, according to Gordon, is that Sarah could become a Category 1 hurricane. He shared this information with reporters this morning, but emphasized that there's still a lot of uncertainty with these projections.
There is no exact track. Jose, as you saw, there's a cone, right? So it means that the system center can pass anywhere within that cone. As I had indicated, of course, it's a probability distribution. So the highest probability is in the center of that cone, which most people focus on. But that's not 100%. If it was 100%, we wouldn't have a cone. We would have a line showing you that I'm sure that that's going there. So it can change. That's the long and short answer. It can change. However, it's most likely to affect and impact the country somewhere in the center of that particular cone. In terms of intensity, again, that is also not as certain. One of the factors that could prevent further strengthening is interaction with land, as I showed. The system is forecast to move very near to the coast of Honduras. And if it jogs even a bit south into the mainland Honduras, it will weaken further. However, if it remains offshore, then it will be a bit stronger. So there is still some variance within that intensity forecast. Currently, the forecast is for it to come ashore as a 50 mile per hour storm. And that's down from yesterday when they had it at 70. So it's trending downward because that means that more of the models are showing it weakening over land in Honduras. Yeah, the extreme worst case scenario, which is outside of the forecast right now, is perhaps a Category 1 hurricane. We're not seeing that, but that's the extreme worst.
One thing is for sure, Belize is in for some heavy rainfall. Projections for Tropical Storm Sarah suggest that the country could see up to 10 inches of rain over the next 3 days. Chief Hydrologist Tennille Hendy has issued flood warnings for 4 rivers across the country. Areas already dealing with floods like San Roman and San Antonio are likely to face even greater flood threats. Hendy shared more details with us.
We do have a flood warning still in effect for the Rio Hondo, Macal, Mopan, and Belize rivers. Some of the roads in the north are still impassable. As we move to Region 7, you can see that even though it's at flood stage levels, it is decreasing at the moment. In Region 9, we have the Mopan and the Belize rivers are still at bank full or flood stage, and the three dam facilities are still, the spillways are still active. A departure from the flood forecast issued yesterday is that we're now seeing that the Sibun River is exhibiting or reflecting increasing above normal levels. I'm looking ahead into the outlook for our stream flow. We're noticing on this stream that most of the streams, as per the flood forecast, is just showing above level conditions, but this will change with the introduction of the rainfall. Moving into what is expected based on the current time step of TD, with the estimated accumulation of 10 inches of rainfall over a 5-day period, what we can expect that we will be seeing flooding in those areas that will be affected. The areas that are already flooded, if you receive additional rainfall, we can see the extent widening in these areas, and when it cannot what we say spread out anymore, the extent it will go deeper.
So will Nemo open hurricane shelters this weekend? And what about businesses? Will they close while the storm passes? During Tropical Storm Nadine a few weeks ago, many employers still required their employees to come in, and several street vendors stayed open. Today, National Emergency Coordinator Daniel Mendez explained that shelters are prepped and ready to open, but only Prime Minister Briceño has the authority to call off work.
Again, the shelters will be open as necessary, and this is one of the actions that each district committee makes on their own. The EOCs are meeting; they understand the different peculiarities of their own districts, and so when there is a need to open the shelters, these will be open and these will be made known to the public. In terms of determining the closure of business, these are major conversations that need to be had. While I say I don't have the final say, that does not mean that I am not providing advice to the chairman of NEMO, who is the prime minister. So these are major determinations that need to be made. Like I said, there was a need to try to find a balance between public safety and the need to keep things going. We did see that happening in Tropical Storm Nadine. We did our best to make those known. The decision was this was a very quick storm, and so it was very challenging for us to be able to keep that to provide that advice.
Coming up, 2 cane farmers charged for San Lazaro murder.
Hi, I'm Ava.
And I'm Aiden. We're your AI guides to all things NHI.
In this video, we will guide you on how to become an NHI member. You, and if you have a child, must have a Social Security card. To get an SSB card is easy. Visit socialsecurity.org.bz/card-replacement to view the required documents that are needed.
There is a fee of only $5 Belize for a first-time issue and $26 Belize for a replacement card. Newborns can use their mother's SSB card for up to 2 months.
With your SSB card, you and all family members can register at any NHI contracted clinic of your choice.
You and members of your family can now access health care when needed.
Please note that once you are registered with a clinic, you must go to that same clinic when you need medical care. Look out for more NHI guides like this.
Rising prices got you down? Well, let Benny's lift you up in these tough financial times. Right now, get low prices on construction materials, such as lumber. And whenever you make a purchase, remember to get your B-Box, which is free money. Only at Benny's, quality and savings.
Belize, get ready. In Your Kitchen, Belize Edition is bringing you simple, healthy, delicious meals made just for you. Join Chef Ainsley and our team of nutritionists as they show you how to turn local favorites into nutritious, tasty dishes. Plus, discover the amazing health benefits of everyday foods right from your kitchen. Catch the premiere on Channel 5 on November 18th at 7:30 p.m. And tune in every Monday after for healthier cooking that's easy and fun. Brought to you by the Ministry of Health and Wellness with support from Taiwan ICDF. Making healthy cooking a Belizean tradition.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what you've been waiting for. In this corner, we have the masters of limitless power and unbeatable connection. Pioneers of 4G LTE in Belize. It's the undefeated champion, Smart. And in the other corner, struggling to keep up, it's the other guy. Fight! Tired of getting blow after blow from a plan with the other guys? It's time to tap out and join the winning postpaid plan provider. Smart's postpaid plans are a total knockout to the competition, and they have once again powered up their postpaid plans. Sign up for one of Smart's boosted postpaid power plans today and experience the victory of superior service. Smart, bringing people together.
In Belize, diversity is our strength. From the vibrant streets of Corozal to the serene beauty of Punta Gorda, and from the charming town of Benque to the breathtaking views of Half Moon Cay. We are a tapestry of cultures, traditions, and perspectives. But amidst our differences, there's one thing that unites us all, that defines the essence of Belizean identity. Our love for this land and sea we call home. Our Belize Barrier Reef is more than just a natural wonder. It's the lifeblood of our nation, the foundation of our culture, and the backbone of our economy. Every lobster caught, every conch harvested, every tourist enchanted, every investor satisfied, every proud homeowner, and every taxpayer. They all depend on the health and vitality of our marine environment.
I may be out on the water every day, but I know that my livelihood is tied to the health of the reef. We all depend on it.
As a tour guide, I get to share the beauty of a reef with visitors from around the world. But I want future generations of Belizeans to experience it too.
Fresh seafood is the heart of Belizean cuisine. I want to continue creating delicious dishes that celebrate our local flavors, sustainably sourced from our waters.
In Belize, we may come from different backgrounds, but we all share the same dream. A thriving marine environment capable of sustaining us all. Together, let's work toward that future. A future where we all thrive.
In August 2023, developer Mike Feinstein and State Bank filed a claim against the Attorney General and Portico Enterprises Limited, the company behind Port of Magical Belize, seeking nearly $180 million in special damages for multiple breaches of their definitive agreement. Back in August of 2017, the Feinstein Group struck a deal with the government of Belize to build and operate the State Bank project, also known as Port Coral. At that time, the Barra administration indicated it was considering granting Portico approval to build and operate a cruise ship docking facility near the Port of Belize. This 25-year agreement was established before the State Bank Cruise Docking Facility Development Act came into effect in January 2018. Despite this agreement, the government approved another cruise ship docking facility in Belize District, leading to the controversial Port of Magical Belize. Feinstein argued that this move disrupted State Bank's negotiations with financial institutions for project financing and with cruise ship operators for docking agreements, ultimately halting the construction of the State Bank project. Feinstein sought several reliefs, including a declaration that the government of Belize breached their August 25, 2017 agreement, damages for breach of contract, and damages against Portico for inducing the breach, among other claims. Earlier this week, a notice of discontinuance was filed in the High Court, with Michael Feinstein stating he is, quote, wholly discontinuing the action against the respondents in this proceedings, end quote. However, litigation is still ongoing regarding the compulsory acquisition of nearly 24 acres of land on State Bank Island, with Feinstein suing the government over this issue. Two men from Orange Walk District, 47-year-old Iran Mogale and 24-year-old Emmanuel Carrillo, have been arrested and charged with the murder of Julio Carrillo. The tragic incident occurred last Friday in San Lazaro village, where Julio was brutally stabbed multiple times and left for dead away from the community. His decomposing body was discovered 3 days later in a cane field by two children who were out swimming. Reports indicate that Julio was last seen socializing with friends, and one of the suspects had previously stayed with the Carrillo family. A bartender is spending his first night on remand on a charge of attempted murder. 23-year-old Andrew Michael Holder of Grants Alley, Belize City, is accused of trying to kill Charles Foreman during a stabbing incident on Monday. Police met the stabbing victim at the KHMH receiving treatment while they found Holder on Youth for the Future Drive with a cut wound on his hand. He was detained and taken to the KHMH for treatment. Police said they later found a bloody knife in the police mobile that Holder occupied, and they believe it to be the weapon used in the stabbing. This morning, Holder, who was unrepresented, appeared before a magistrate where he was read two criminal indictable offenses of attempted murder and use of deadly means of harm. Allegations are that on Monday he attempted to murder and intentionally and unlawfully cause dangerous harm with a deadly instrument upon Charles Foreman. Due to the serious nature of the offense, the magistrate could not take a plea and offer bail. Holder blurted out in court that he was acting in self-defense. He was advised that he could put forth that claim at the Supreme Court during his trial. Shortly after midnight on Tuesday, police received information from the police control room of a stabbing incident on Pickstock Street, and their investigations led them to the two men. Foreman, who was treated at the accident and emergency ward, had to undergo surgery and was listed in a critical condition. Holder's next court date is January 8, 2025. Today, 24-year-old Everal Sambula walked out of court a free man after being acquitted of 5 counts of robbery. The witness was too fearful to testify against him, leading Justice Candice Nanton to deny the Crown's request to proceed without the witness. As a result, the DPP's office entered a nolle prosequi. 6 years ago, Sambula and others were accused of robbing 5 people and premium wines and spirits over $57,000, along with personal items, including cell phones and cash. The incident occurred on September 7, 2018. Although the crime was reportedly committed by 3 men, only Sambula was arrested and charged. The trial began this week before a jury of 9, but the Crown revealed that the witness feared for his safety if he testified. The heist was meticulously planned. The robbers waited for a customer to be buzzed in, then rushed in behind her. One robber, armed with a gun, threatened the customer and stole her cell phone, gold chain, and cash. Meanwhile, another robber took possessions from other customers. One of the culprits then demanded money from the cashier, and when she hesitated, he smashed her phone on the counter, scaring her into handing over the cash. The thieves then locked everyone in an office and escaped with their loot, totaling over $57,000. Sambula was represented by attorney Leroy Banner. After the break, SJC students speak through visual arts. But first, here's the latest weather update from the Belize Met Service.
Ya balisi seruti wa familia wama seruti wa gera won seruti wa besta ni go won harita gotia gather way this percent hada ya balisna da halila lu yela ludo lu ladoro go won dungwati hasamina gather way 14% balisna lo gasola meregula lu hashulero danimate lido fume gwargo fulas ya balisi afietwa lida hosero mut kei aba ani rutiwa emenigi wonyogo ladira subusiti won bidu tumala wagera dale wondaru lida aba lula wansero ruha muti biama hada ye urwa balisna hafie luago aba iseri lurudu lu masuser dula osara guni lida wadaguman luma fulaso honti fumegwarg halie na layebe hagia kata ya layebe hisi abubaya won o ida liya la warihi gadna matia balisna aba ibagari bit orally lu yela lurudu lu ladoro guno wo ani arufu da leime fulaso lida lu buido lurudu lu aba memela disha hon sumut balisi arase diwo.
¿Eres un agricultor visionario listo para adoptar prácticas climáticamente inteligentes? El futuro de agricultura es resiliente, sostenible y rentable, y estamos aquí para ayudarte a lograrlo. Ya sea que cultives medio acre a 200 acres, DFC ofrece opciones de financiamiento accesible y un subsidio compensario de hasta $12,000 para la ventana 1 y hasta $60,000 para la ventana 2. Para que tu finca sea climáticamente inteligente, resista los impactos climáticos impredecibles y adopte prácticas que mejoren la productividad y eficiencia. Este programa es ideal para agricultores y cooperativas. Se anima especialmente a las mujeres agricultoras a aprovechar esta oportunidad. Únete a nosotros en la creación de un futuro agrícola resiliente y sostenible para Belice. Aplica ahora y da ese siguiente paso hacia un mañana más fuerte y verde.
I'm connected. Yo.
I'm connected.
We're connected.
Create the perfect broadband bundle that fits your style with Smart Connect. With the Junior Bundle, get 50% off your national calls and up to 6 gigabytes of data at no extra cost. Get postpaid added on for an additional cost of only $25 with the Prime Bundle. Stay connected with unlimited smart-to-smart calls plus 6,300 megabytes of data and free international minutes. For the family, get the Binge Watchers bundle with Netflix add-on for only $28.13 more. This bundle gives you 4 profiles with unlimited streaming on multiple devices. Visit a showroom near you to sign up and personalize your own bundle combination with Smart Connect. Smart, bringing people together.
Are you looking for low-cost television advertising? Have we got a deal for you? Advertise on Channel 5's Daily Classifieds. Channel 5's Daily Classifieds is one of the most effective methods for introducing yourself and your business to the community. Use our Daily Classifieds to recruit employees, promote specials, promote your products or services, promote a business opportunity, increase traffic to your website, and advertise items you have for sale. Let us help you to save valuable time and money. Call us today at 280-0013 or visit us at our offices on Coney Drive to discuss how we can help your business grow affordably. Channel 5's Daily Classifieds. Advertise today.
When someone you love becomes a memory, the memory becomes a treasure. Channel 5 introduces the Daily Obituaries. The Daily Obituaries will broadcast all death and funeral announcements and memorials to honor your loved one's life and memories. The Daily Obituaries airs on Channel 5 prior to the evening newscast, with subsequent repeats at 10 p.m. and 12 noon the following day. It will also be placed online on our social media platforms, all for a standard package fee. Celebrate their lives and memories with Channel 5's Daily Obituaries. Honor in life and reverence in death.
Isani Cayetano, Marian Ali, Paul Lopez, Brittany Gordon. Your News 5 police teams do whatever it takes. Go wherever they need to go, so you can catch the story wherever you are, whenever you want, on whatever device. Channel 5 believes on television, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, because news is now everywhere, all the time, and so are we.
Ever fallen in love with a carving, sculpture, or painting so much that you just had to bring it home? You find the perfect spot to display it, and soon your family and friends are sharing their own interpretations. That's the magic of visual art. Artists communicate their thoughts and emotions through their creations. Today we caught up with 3 senior students from St. John's College's art class. They shared how they speak to their audience through various forms of art, be it traditional, abstract, or graphic design. News 5's Marian Ali brings you this week's edition of Belize on Reel, featuring these talented young artists.
Today, in a classroom at St. John's College, 3 senior students are hard at work. But to them, it doesn't feel like work at all. They're lost in their own creative worlds, where there are no limits and anything is possible. As they create their art, they hope you'll pick up on the subtle messages woven into their pieces.
The other things, all of the other subject courses that you could have took, really put you in a box, and it limits you to what you can do. But to me, art really bridges that gap, and it allows for you to be yourself and for you to express yourself freely and have creative freedom.
Amari Pereira loves to express himself through abstract art, and he envisions his name standing proudly alongside renowned Belizean artists like Tyrell Godoy, Yasser Musa, and Alec Sankar.
It's art that anyone can interpret. Anyone can have their own opinion on that type of art, and I think that can be the same thing you can say about a person. Anyone can interpret you however way they like. So I like the parallels that abstract art has to real life. The artist may have had a meaning behind that art, and to me, as long as the artist has their own opinion on their art, that is the only thing that can hold true. Anyone can interpret anything in any way they like.
Rehan Beltran says he has been drawing and painting since he was much younger, but his preference lies in digital technology and with a special twist, with music to change the mood of how you view his art. Even if you have visual challenges, Amari says, the music can paint a picture of what he's created on his screen.
Seeing that the school gave both music and art together was just the perfect thing. Depending on the music, I think it changed the way you interpret the art itself. Well, for people who have visual challenges, then the music definitely is going to assist them, because the music that I choose is going to be as equal and parallel to the art piece that is going to help them understand what I'm trying to bring across. Yeah. I love digital art. I think I prefer digital more than anything else, just because I feel like I can do anything with that, because there's infinite possibilities. I could make any amount of mistakes that I like to, and I can just undo it with just one click of a button. So if I didn't like anything in my brainstorming process, then I could just remove it just like that.
Rehan uses a computer to create his art, but Derek Luna Monteroso prefers traditional art. He found his passion for painting during the COVID lockdown, making the decision to major in art an easy one.
During COVID, it was the time when I let out the skills of art, because I couldn't go to no field to play sports, so I had to stay at my room playing art, practicing art. So that was when I was in second form. When I started entering third form, I saw the opportunities. They had computer science, they had business, and they had humanities. And then when they started explaining more deeper what was humanities, they added visual arts, graphic design, and music. And those were the ones that matched my choices. And then I started drawing direct drawings, like people, plants, flowers, buildings, cartoons.
Guided by their art teacher, Tiana Twist, the students learn that their creations reflect their innermost thoughts and feelings. She inspires them to pour their hearts into their art.
In the beginning, we do a little bit of history, what the boys know, and then from there we go into a lot of brainstorming. What do we want to bring on this paper or on this canvas? And then we start off with basic shapes. I believe that art start off from the foundation, which is circles, triangles, squares, rectangles, and then we merge those together to make form, transfer into creating 3D objects, and then from 3D objects we add shading to make realistic pieces. My class is very untraditional. I don't want them to feel that we're in a traditional setting 365 days of the year. So when you come into class, I want them to leave everything outside, and you're coming into a whole setting where you can be yourself. That way when you create your art, you're creating what you feel.
What Derek Luna Monteroso feels when he picks up his brush is something he invites youths his age to explore.
When you feel bored, don't just play games, don't do nothing that will benefit you. You can just grab a piece of paper, a pencil, crayons, and start drawing art, because I can bet you that will be the best hobby.
Reporting for News 5, I'm Marion Ali.
When we return, UNICEF supports change to the legal age of marriage.
Upcoming enhancements to My Social Security. The new healthcare provider feature seamlessly connects healthcare providers, insured persons, and employers to facilitate the payment of sickness benefits. Here are the enhancements. Registered healthcare providers will create and submit online medical certificates using their healthcare provider accounts. Insured persons will receive a link to view the medical certificate to complete and submit their sickness benefit claim. And employers will receive an email notification of their employee's sickness claim. Also, the insured person and their employer will receive a copy of the claim decision letter after review. Healthcare providers, insured persons, and employers are encouraged to create a portal account to access and benefit from these new services on My Social Security at ssbportal.org.bz. My Social Security online portal. Social Security at your fingertips.
And I go to Hattieville Government School. I think it was the evening. My mom got out of her room and she shouted that I had won the essay competition. I felt excited that my school got a prize because my school needs it. I remember one morning waking up to the news that my cousin was in an accident. It was an uncertain and fearful situation until we learned that she was going to be okay. Unfortunately, not every family member is as lucky as we were. Many families lose loved ones to traffic accidents, and I cannot help but wonder how many accidents can be avoided if only people would keep their eyes on the road and mind on the drive. We are all humans, so what the driver misses, another passenger in the vehicle may catch just in time to save lives.
With Cleanne winning this competition, not only shows that Cleanne is a brilliant student, it also shows that the quality of education provided here at Hattieville Government School is exceptional. A big thank you to BEL. The donation will be used to refurbish the computer lab. I believe it will enhance their learning capabilities and it will also better equip them for this technological world that we're now living in. Thank you to BEL. Keep up the good work and encouraging students to read more, write more, and participate in competition. And also to note that BEL does not only provide electricity, but that they also engage the communities in a lot of positive ways.
UNICEF Belize celebrates International Day of the Girl Child every year on October 11th. Today, to mark this special occasion, they hosted an event at the Belize City Civic Center with girls from all over the country. Around 300 girls gathered to hear motivational speeches and discuss the challenges they face in society, as well as the opportunities available to them. This year's theme is Girls' Vision for the Future. Here's more from today's inspiring event.
Today is when we commemorate the International Day of the Girl. This is a day that the United Nations actually put aside for us to look specifically about the issues of girls across the world. For us in the Latin America and the Caribbean region, there are a number of areas where we are having to look at what's the situation with girls. So firstly, we are looking at issues of violence against girls and women. And then the second piece is looking at where we are in terms of the issues of child marriage and early union. And we find that these are beliefs and cultures and norms that have impacted the development of women over time. But we've also been able to look at what are the positive issues that girls and women have brought to the table. And I think the issue of having conversations around the challenges and the negativity has been out there. But today, the ideas we want to share are the opportunities.
I work in an environment, as you all know, that is male-dominated. And I'm only the 4th woman speaker in Belize out of 12, I believe. And so it was important for me to convey to the young girls of Belize, I understand there's a representation from all 6 districts, that they need to be bold, but more importantly, they need to believe in themselves. You know, we get so much bullying. Women and girls are treated with a different standard. Our statistics show with the domestic violence that we continue to have this scourge. And we need to be there for our young girls to let them know that they are good enough as they are. They don't need to try to pretend to be something else, and that it is the country that needs to step up, not them.
On Tuesday, Speaker of the House Valerie Woods shared the difficult news that she has been diagnosed with breast cancer. This announcement comes as the KHMH Oncology Unit reports a rise in breast and colon cancer cases. When we spoke with Speaker Woods at an event in Belize City today, she acknowledged this increase. She mentioned that she is in the early stages of treatment and hopes her story will inspire other women. Woods also noted that her annual checkup last year showed no signs of cancer.
I do my annual checks, which I encourage all women to do them. Last year they were clear. I was due this October. Through self-exam, I realized something was a bit off, and then I was due, and that is when it was confirmed. So I felt it was necessary to make the statement at the end of the session, because one, I always think it's important that you control your own narrative, and two, it's important for those of us, not just women, quite frankly, but the Belizean public. It can happen to anyone, anytime. And at the last House meeting, I quoted Dr. Yakab, the oncologist for Belize at KHMH, where he gave some startling statistics, and I'm not sure if people honed into that, but it was very startling on breast cancer. And he made the point that he's concerned that our women and our girls are not doing their annual checks. So I do hope that encourages our women to do their self-exams, yes, but to get their annual checks. And maybe, just maybe, it helps a little bit to destigmatize cancer. We need to talk about it, we need to raise the awareness about it, and we need to know that it's a community of support. The Belize Cancer Society and many others have been doing an excellent job. I add my voice to that.
On Tuesday, the House of Representatives made a historic decision to raise the legal age of marriage to 18. This change was sparked by debates during the 2023 National Youth Parliament. Today, we spoke with UNICEF's country representative, Alison Parker, to get her take on this significant move. We also heard from Speaker of the House, Valerie Woods, for her perspective.
I think that's a fundamental one. For us as UNICEF, marriage is a legal contract. It's a legal document. It's a legal enterprise. Yes, it has to do with a love relationship, but it's legal. And we want to ask ourselves the question, is a 14-year-old able to make a legal decision and really understand what a legal contract is? Is a 16-year-old daughter, niece out there really able to understand what that legislation means for them as a person and for their future? If we cannot answer that question, then the age of marriage has to be raised to an age where people are mentally, physiologically, and culturally developed for them to be able to understand the contract they're entering into.
What happened at the House of Representatives this week is a testament to what young people can do. They were able to influence legislation, and a meaningful one, raising the legal age of marriage, which affects so many girls. And it affects boys as well. I think one of the young youth parliamentarians who were at the assembly who was at the assembly on Tuesday, made the point that it is not just girls that age for marriage was affecting, it's also our boys. And so it was important for them to know that their voice has power.
Up next, elderly woman gifted new home by Hand in Hand Ministries.
Smart for your Samsung devices in Belize and enjoy benefits you won't get anywhere else. When you shop locally for your Samsung, all your devices will be covered by a 1-year local warranty. You won't get that when shopping with the other guys. When in doubt, always look for the Cellular World seal to know you're getting the real deal. Shop with confidence and enjoy your Galaxy knowing that it can be repaired locally at our Samsung Service Center by certified Samsung technicians using original parts and machinery. Even better, enjoy the best LTE experience in Belize, knowing that your Samsung devices are compatible with major local carrier networks. Get the ultimate Samsung Galaxy experience only when you shop from authorized Samsung resellers nationwide.
Unwrap the joy of crystal clear picture and sound from Iowa, the brand that offers you affordability and exceptional quality. Iowa has a wide range of exceptional products to choose from, such as TVs, speakers, headphones, home appliances, and much more at affordable prices that won't break the bank. Enhance your audio-visual entertainment experience with Iowa, and for your convenience, parts are readily available in country for hassle-free maintenance. You can find Iowa products at your local electronics store countrywide. Choose Iowa, the best in home entertainment and household appliances.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what you've been waiting for. In this corner, we have the masters of limitless power and unbeatable connection. Pioneers of 4G LTE in Belize. It's the undefeated champion, Smart. And in the other corner, struggling to keep up, it's the other guy. Fight! Getting blow after blow from a plan with the other guys? It's time to tap out and join the winning postpaid plan provider. Smart's postpaid plans are a total knockout to the competition, and they have once again powered up their postpaid plans. Sign up for one of Smart's boosted postpaid power plans today and experience the victory of superior service. Smart, bringing people together.
Hi everyone, my name is Raja Ravan Senada and I am 11 years old. Distractions such as drinking, answering a phone or text messages, talking to passengers, or paying attention to someone else. When a driver gets distracted and fails to notice a pedestrian crossing the street, this can cause an accident. Speed limits in Belize are reasonable, so drivers should follow them. Be patient and pay attention to avoid accidents.
We are elated and we want to commend BL for this initiative. Our students always want to do more, and we want to thank Croatia for what she has done for the school. We also want to thank BEL because the funds that Croatia won allowed us to have new classroom windows for a lower division building. And as for BEL, again, we commend you, we thank you, we are grateful.
Today, another family in Belize celebrated moving into a brand new home, thanks to the Hand in Hand Ministries Building for Change program. This amazing initiative finds people who need better living conditions, and with the help of volunteers and sponsors, builds them new homes. This morning, senior citizen Anna Campos was all smiles as she received the keys to her new house. News 5's Brittany Gordon brings us the heartwarming story.
This morning, 69-year-old Anna Campos received the keys to her brand new home, a generous gift from Hand in Hand Ministries. She is the 522nd person to benefit from their Building for Change program. Anna shared her heartfelt gratitude for everyone who helped make her new home a reality.
Pues gracias a Dios, yo me siento.
I am happy that I got a new house. Thank God. I appreciate and thank everyone who put in effort to help build this new house. Hand in hand, everybody.
The new house is in Holy Emmanuel area, right on the same lot where Anna Campos's old home stood. Her previous house wasn't suitable for her, her husband, and their 2 young grandchildren, making this new home a much-needed improvement.
Yo sé que de hoy en adelante cambió mi vida.
I'm thankful because I used to struggle over there in that small house. And now that we got into a bigger space, we have more space to move around. I'm so thankful to the people who helped build this new house.
The project was funded by Hand in Hand Ministries' longtime partners, Belize Bank. Chairman Filippo Alario shared that Belize Bank staff went above and beyond, contributing their own time and resources to make this donation possible.
We are committed to continue to doing this over the years. Our staff has been absolutely instrumental. About 40 of our staff members have committed their personal and family time to come on a weekend with the rain. There was sun, and they battled the weather, and they completed this place for Ms. Campos. So we are extremely excited, very happy.
Belize Bank has been a partner of Hand in Hand Ministries for over 13 years, becoming the first corporate sponsors for them.
Over the years, we've been building, I think, about 14 houses. Today is a very special day. We're giving a house to a very needy family, Ms. Ana Campos. She's elderly, she has an extended family, they all live here, and for us to be able to give her a house that now she can turn into a home it's an absolute privilege, and it fills our hearts with hope. And I think that is what a home is, right? It gives you dignity, it gives you hope, and that is what we want to give them.
Construction on the house kicked off on Friday, and by Wednesday, it was all set for the family to move in. Their new home boasts a bathroom, a kitchen, and a cozy living area, and 2 bedrooms. Rashida Betram, director of the Building for Change program, shared these exciting details.
With Hand in Hand Ministries, we believe in giving families a hands up rather than a hands out. And the purpose of the program is to give them a start. So the house is basically a shell. With the partnership with the bank provided an upgrade to the home where they get interior painting, they get a ceiling, they get electricals, they get plumbing, and they also receive aluminum windows for the nice fine touch. And Belize Bank has also decided this year to do a fine addition of a veranda to the home.
This home is the 22nd home built through the ministry just this year. All the teams are dedicated to assisting Belize's underprivileged population and providing safe, comfortable homes that will last them years. Brittany Gordon for News 5.
November 14th marks World Diabetes Day, a time when people come together to share information and resources about diabetes. In our region, non-communicable diseases like diabetes remain a leading cause of death each year. To help Belizeans lead healthier lives, the Belize Diabetes Association hosted its annual World Diabetes Health Fair, offering free services to the public. Earlier today, News 5's Brittany Gordon dropped by to get the scoop.
In 2023, an average of 3 people were diagnosed with diabetes every day, according to the Ministry of Health. Even more alarming, every other day, someone loses their life to diabetes or its complications. But it doesn't have to be this way. Diabetes is treatable and manageable. Today, at the World Diabetes Day Health Fair, health organizations are stepping up to control diabetes diagnoses in Belize.
So today we're having a health fair, and we're trying to bring awareness to the public because, prevention is always better than cure. And so We have different organizations out here today. We have Red Cross with us, we have Kidney Association with us, we have the Coast Guard is also doing some testing, we have Belize Cancer Society as well, and of course we have the Belize City Lions Club as well. And of course this has been sponsored or been organized by the Belize Diabetes Association.
The fair was held at Constitution Park in Belize City, bringing together several associations to assist with testing. Dr. Elaine Gonzalez of the Belize City Lions Club highlighted some of the services offered.
Well, we're doing different type of testing today. Of course, we're doing a sugar test or the glucose test. We're doing a pressure testing, your hypertension. We're doing as well COVID-19 testing. We're doing HIV testing. And of course, we're giving health information about the different illnesses, about diabetes, about hypertension, about kidney disease, about circulation. So you can get a wealth of information if you come out to this testing today.
The Belize Coast Guard was also at the event, sharing valuable information about the health services they offer at their compound.
Basically, blood pressure, glucose check, enlighten them about what we do. If a patient come in, complain about certain sickness, we would remedy that if we can. If not, we would forward them to the BDF camp for further assistance.
Medical Officer Brian Bardales explains that anyone feeling unwell can stop by for a checkup.
If we're at camp and the individual feels sick or something like that, if they don't want to go at the outpost at KHMH or so, they can go into camp. And once we can help them, we help them.
Diabetes is a serious condition that can lead to blindness, kidney failure, amputations, and even death if not managed properly. However, a diabetes diagnosis isn't a death sentence. Dr. Gonzalez explains that with commitment to healthier eating and taking medications as prescribed, diabetics can live long, fulfilling lives.
These are diseases that can be prevented with just lifestyle changes. I mean, if we exercise more, if we change our diet, if we consume more water, if we're conscious about living a healthier lifestyle, then we can prevent many of these diseases.
Brittany Gordon for News 5.
And that's the news. Tonight's broadcast is available at channel5belize.com, on our Facebook and on YouTube. I'm Sabrina Daly. Thanks for joining us, and from all of us here at News 5, good night.